Welcome back, everybody. My name is Dalen. You might also know me as Crypto Hodlson, and you are tuning into the StrikeX Lounge. Now, today we're talking about security. We're talking about how to keep yourself safe and your crypto assets safe in this ever-changing crypto space. We do have a list here of some of the top tips. This was actually written by Joe, the CEO. So we're going to cover these. And then also I wanted to talk about there will be a giveaway at the end of this video. So stay tuned for that. And with that out of the way, let's get started. All right, so let's talk about keeping your funds safe. So when you create a wallet anywhere, if you're creating a wallet on your PC, you're creating one on your mobile device, when you create a cryptocurrency wallet, you are usually given a seed phrase or private keys. These are two things that you keep very secure. These are for your eyes only. These are not for friends. These are not for families. This is not for anyone else. This is for your eyes only. Think about your seed phrase or your private key as like your PIN to your bank code. Exact same thing. If they gain access to it, they could easily go in, sign in, and drain your funds or do whatever they want with it. So you want to make sure that your seed phrase is kept safe. When you make a wallet, you'll be given 12 to 24 words depending on the wallet and which options you choose. Some of them give you more options. Other ones are the standard 12 words. You just want to make sure that that is secure, that is kept safe. And again, it's only for your eyes. Nobody else needs to see this. You don't give this out to anybody. Nobody will ask for it. It's for your eyes only. If anybody's asking you online for your seed phrase, it's a scam. Stay away. Don't do it. Another thing you want to do is when you get your seed phrase, when you've written it down, you make a few different copies of it and you keep it in secure locations. You can also stamp this into one of the steel seed phrase holders. So there's steel plates. I'm also going to be doing that in the next video, showing you a homemade method to make one of these. But you can buy those. They are kind of pricey, but that is another option because steel doesn't burn. It doesn't just get destroyed if there's water. Paper does. But the main thing is to have multiple copies of your seed phrase in case one gets lost. So that is the seed phrase. Keep it safe for your eyes only. You can also keep a seed phrase in a safety deposit box. Or another option is some people like to keep them in their safes. But again, just make multiple copies, have them in multiple places, and for only where you know where they are. All right, so that's seed phrase and how to keep your seed phrases safe. The next one is use a cold storage wallet. You've probably heard of Ledgers or Trezors. They're companies that make these devices where you can keep your cryptocurrency on them offline. You would get a seed phrase from Trezor or Ledger when you set up your device. You write that down, you put your cryptocurrency on it, and then you would keep that secure, and you have a PIN code so that once you connect it to the internet, you want to move coins on or off or stake or unstake with it, then you would just put in your PIN code. If you get 3 tries of that wrong, it will reset and you will have to put in that seed phrase again. So a recommendation is that if you're using a cold storage unit like a Ledger, what you would do is you would have your regular seed phrase for your wallet, keep that secure and have multiple copies, and then the same would go for your cold storage unit. You get your 24-word seed phrase or whatever amount of words you're choosing for Ledger or whatever, and you would write that down, make multiple copies. If your crypto is on that, that is your priority, and make sure that seed phrase is secure in your eyes only, because again, somebody could go ahead, buy a Ledger, input your seed phrase if you've given it out or you don't have it in a secure spot, and they gain access to it. They type it in, well, they have access to your funds. And again, with nice thing about Ledger is if you do lose your Ledger, it does get broken, you can go and purchase a new one, put your seed phrase in, and you get access to your crypto again. So that is another option, is to use a cold storage wallet. Going on to the next one, we're going to be talking about disconnecting your wallet from websites, exchanges, DeFi exchanges like PancakeSwap, DEXs. Like there's so many different things where you would take your wallet and say you want to buy crypto or get into DeFi, you would connect your wallet to these places, buy it, and then just make sure that after you're done this use, you disconnect your wallet. It's just a good practice to have, because if you connect to the wrong site, and well, if you connect to a site that is scammy or run by scammers or sketchy or something like that, as soon as you connect your wallet, they could easily drain all of your funds if they don't have good intentions. And I will say, crypto is a great space, but just like anywhere, there are people with bad intentions. So if they can steal from you or get your funds, they will. They will not hesitate. They won't feel bad. They will do it. And I'm going to talk about scammers coming up here, but just make sure if you're using PancakeSwap or any of these different DEXs or anything like that, after you've connected, you've done everything you want to do. It's just good practice to disconnect your wallet from there. So that is disconnect your wallet from DEXs and different websites. So moving on to the scammer part of things, you'll notice that sometimes you see fake tech supports. So you'll notice in the Discords or different Telegram groups, people will join in and say, hey, I can help you if you need help. I'm from tech support. Well, That's a scam, straight up. If they're writing to you saying, hey, do you need help? That's a scam. They'll usually ask you for your seed phrase, which they'll drain your funds with. They'll send you to a sketchy website and you connect your wallet. They'll drain your funds from there. Or they'll ask you to send them money. There's just so many different things. They'll ask you to validate your wallet, which is another really bad scam that people get caught in all the time. So if you see anybody that's impersonating tech support, unfortunately in this space, they're out to get you. So make sure that you don't fall for that. Tech support isn't going to write to you. We don't even have a tech support. You just go in the Discord and usually people ask you or help in the Discord, or if you need to, you can contact team members, but team members will not contact you first. So don't fall for fake tech support groups, people impersonating team members, everything like that. If anybody's writing to you asking you for funds, if anybody's writing to you saying that they want to help you, they want to validate your wallet, like any of that stuff, it's a scam. Stay away, block them, and you'll notice that once you let them know that you know they're a scammer, they'll block you right away. All right, on to the next one. Clone exchanges. There will be fake pancake swaps. There'll be fake dexes. There'll be fake websites that look legit, but you'll notice in the URL there's something just changed. Like, you know, PancakeSwap is pancakeswap.finance. Well, sometimes they'll change it to pancakeswap.org or pancakeswaps.finance. They'll add a little thing to it, just a little change, and then they'll pay to have their website or their link at the top rankings of Google. So sometimes you'll type in PancakeSwap and the first one that comes up isn't even the legit PancakeSwap. So just really make sure that whatever site you're going to in crypto or DeFi is the legit one, is the right one. Check the URL and make sure it's right, because again, what they'll do is you'll connect to it, then they'll drain all of your funds for it without hesitation, just like that. Dusting attacks. So sometimes you'll check your wallet and you'll see that you have an incredibly high value, you have coins in there that you never bought and it's worth hundreds of thousands of dollars or 30 grand or, you know, just crazy amounts. I've had this happen where I've checked, I've been like, holy crap, what did I buy? What took off? Well, this is just another scam where people will send you coins. They'll create a fake contract, add a small amount of liquidity, decide the value of the for the coins, and send you all these amount. When in actuality, there's like $100 in liquidity, so you could never cash this crypto out. The best thing to do is just leave it or send it to a burn address. Don't even touch it. Actually, what these scams usually try and do is they'll say like, oh, go to our website where you'll be able to sell and cash out. It's the same thing. You'll connect your wallet to it. They'll drain any money that you have in there or any crypto assets that you have in there. They'll steal it right away. It is a scam, so don't fall for dusting attacks. If you really hate it, send the coins to a burn address of some sort, or just create a new wallet and transfer all of your good assets over. So that is dusting attacks. Okay, so clone social media accounts. You'll notice that certain Twitter accounts have tons of followers, and just because someone has a ton of followers doesn't mean it's legit. You can pay for followers for such a small amount these days. There's a ton of bots, so don't fall for ones that are looking scammy, looking off. Another thing that people will do is they'll impersonate team members. They'll come on and say, hey, I've had it happen where people have messaged me and said, hey, did you write to me asking me for 10 BNB? And I'm like, well, no. And they'll say, well, there's an account impersonating you. And then, so if you see that, make sure you don't fall for it again. Team members aren't going to write to you. People aren't going to write to you for funds. You know, like this happens a lot, and a lot of people get scammed, unfortunately. And then moving on to the last couple ones, remaining anonymous. Okay, so I know when you're in crypto, I've seen this a ton. I've seen this with friends. I've seen this with other people I know. They get into crypto. They make a good chunk of money. They're feeling great in the bull market. They're feeling awesome, and they have a huge portfolio if they've done really well. And they go in and they brag. They go into different Telegrams, Discords. They brag about it. They say, oh yeah, I've got this much. I've got this many coins. I've got this amount of value. Like, I'm rich. But unfortunately, it backfires on them, because as soon as somebody sees that somebody has a large amount, usually they're kept tabs on. They watch what they do. They try and find out more information about them. They find out maybe where they live, what they're doing, what their career is, how they can, you know, find out more about them. You know, like some really sketchy stuff has happened in the past. There have actually been people who've gone online, bragged about their crypto values, and then a couple days later, they've been robbed and had a gun pointed at their head, and all of their crypto stolen, because they've told them, hey, we're either going to shoot you or you transfer us your crypto. And well, of course you're going to you'd rather live, so you're going to transfer your crypto away. So honestly, the best thing to do is remain anonymous, stay quiet about it. Yeah, you feel good, but keep that in here. Don't be telling people. Maybe you can tell some of your close family relatives, but even then, I mean, that's playing with fire, right? So again, keep yourself anonymous in the crypto space. Don't tell people how much you have. You don't want to be one of those news stories, and it's not going to happen to you if you don't tell people. Again, don't go and brag, don't go and start stuff, don't be one of those people, because you're just going to draw bad attention to yourself. So that is keeping a low profile in the crypto space, especially if you've done extremely well. So moving on to the last one, we're talking about secure internet and secure devices. So make sure you have antivirus on your phone. Make sure you have some kind of protection on there on your PC, your Mac, your mobile device, whatever you have and whatever you're doing crypto as a main. Make sure you're protected, because there's a lot of sketchy sites. There's softwares that can be downloaded in the background of your phone. Like, there's a lot that can go on. And again, this is your funds you're talking about. You just want to stay as secure as you possibly can. You don't want to have one of those "if only I had done that" or "if I had done things differently" moments. Keep your devices secure. You know, people use VPNs, people have antiviruses, internet protection. There's a lot of different options that you can have on there. Just make sure you utilize those, because again, you don't want to be one of those stories. So that is going to conclude our list of ways to keep yourself secure. Now we're going to talk about the giveaways. So like I talked about the company Ledger, they also make these really cool steel punch card seed phrase holders. So instead of you writing it down on paper, they have these really cool devices where you can have it in steel, and of course steel isn't going to burn as easy as paper would. It's not going to get damaged by water. So these steel punch cards are really, really nice, and there's a few different variations of them that are available. There's 3 different prizes. One prize will be given away in this video, one in the second security video, and the third one will be available in the third security video. So here's some pictures of what they look like. Whoever wins will get to choose which ones they want, and the way to actually enter into the contest is on the official Twitter post that comes with this video. So follow the directions, whatever it is, and you will have your name entered for a chance to win one of these devices. So good luck, everybody, and we will see you in the next video.